Have a seat over here, ma'am. Sir, over there.
Oh, we got our tables.
Sorry.
Morning.
Morning. Okay, we are here in case number 06DR0367, Don Kronika versus David Kronika. The parties are both present today. Proceeding without counsel, the Child Support Enforcement Agency is represented by Assistant Prosecuting Attorney Nick Buckmeyer. We're here for the purpose of a purge hearing that arises from the April 10th of this year judgment entry of contempt. Mr. Buckmeyer.
Thank you, Your Honor. In order to purge his contempt, this court ordered Mr. Kronika to pay $1,748.28 during a 4-month purge period. Of that, he paid $302.58, which is approximately 17% of the money due during the purge period. I have a printout from the agency. I move the court to omit exhibit number A, or exhibit A.
All right, Mr. Kronika, could you please rise and raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, have a seat. Do you agree with the representation made by the prosecutor about how much was paid? Okay, what's the problem?
Well, first off, Your Honor, I'm an addict. I'm in recovery today. I was working and began to start making the payments, and I got out of control with what I was doing. And then on top of that, my company went out of business. I went to work one day and the door was padlocked. So but before it even closed, I was using. So that's where the money was going. I'm sorry. I'm not going to lie to the court. I'm not proud of it, but it's what happened. And it's a shame that everybody even has to be there at all this today. I'm sorry.
Okay, Ms. Kronika, do you have anything you want to say?
I actually prepared something. Can I read it?
Absolutely.
My ex-husband has a disease. Unfortunately, this disease has affected everyone who cares for him. Finally, he has taken the steps to deal with his disease. He has made the decision to seek treatment. This is a decision he made on his own, as only he could do. Taking him away from his support system and putting him in jail is not in anyone's best interest. I am asking the court to dismiss the option to put him in jail and allow him to return to the treatment center where he can continue to get the help and support he needs. Our son Zachary needs a positive male role model in his life. He needs his father. In order for this to happen, Dave needs to concentrate on getting better. This is the only way our son has any chance of having his father in his life. I'm also asking that the court please consider putting the child support order on hold for the time that Dave remains in treatment. More than any dollar amount you can order him to pay, isn't it much more important for our son to have that positive role model that he can look up to? My son and I would like nothing more than for Dave to be in this role. Please afford him this opportunity to make things better for himself and, more importantly, our son. Thank you for your time and consideration.
So are you asking me not to waive arrearages, but you're asking me to hold the child support order in abeyance, basically?
I would ask for both.
Because the arrearage amount is a little over $7,000.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Buckmeyer?
Well, I have no objection, obviously, to Ms. Kronika waiving the direct arrears owed to her. And there still remains, even if a waiver does take place, an arrearage of processing fees at around $200, I believe.
Okay, I see it. Okay, if that's what you want to do. I mean, obviously we're enforcing the order for your behalf. So if you would like to waive the arrearages, no one's forcing you to do this?
No, ma'am.
No one's made any promises to you to get you to waive the arrearages?
No, ma'am.
And you're also asking me to hold the order in abeyance, basically.
I am. I feel that he feels a large obligation to help and to pay that, and at this point in time I don't want that hanging over his head because he has a tendency to not take his time to do the things that he needs to do. So I feel that if we waive that while he's in treatment, he won't push to go back to work right away. He'll take his time to do the steps that he needs to do to get better. And then when they feel that he's ready to go back to work and he's at that point in his life where he can handle it, I just feel that without that obligation hanging over his head, that he'll be better prepared. And also, I just lost my train of thought, but
Just
It's more important that my son have him in his life right now.
procedurally, since, I mean, the prosecutor's office, the child support agency, aren't gonna know at what point you want the order to go back on, are you going to then notify, say, the prosecutor's office?
I can do that.
Would that be okay, Mr. Buckmeyer, and then you can
Certainly,
do
Your
an
Honor.
entry?
Yes.
Okay, then that's what we will do. I will dismiss the motion to show cause and the contempt, vacate that entry, and then we will hold the order in abeyance. And I will put on an entry indicating that you knowingly and voluntarily waive the arrearages. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.